Hey, everybody, what is up? You are listening to Fireball Podcast with Ashleigh Mayfield, and this is a very special episode. Here's episode 20. What is up, everybody? Happy October 1st. I am so excited. I absolutely love the first of every single month. It is the moment where you can press restart, you can refresh, you can reprogram, you can do all the re's. So we are starting fresh here on the Fireball Podcast. As you notice, you have the ability to go to YouTube and you're going to be able to watch this and you're going to be able to see me record it live. How cool is that? So if you're checking us out on the podcast, make sure you go to YouTube, make sure you look for Ashleigh Mayfield. And if you are not subscribed, go ahead and pay the fee. You guys know what the fee is. You are so loyal. I appreciate you. I see all the tags, all the shares. You're following me on my Facebook page, Fireball with Ashleigh Mayfield. You are screenshotting it and putting it on Instagram stories and Facebook stories. Thank you guys so much. I would not be here doing what I do if it wasn't for you. So we decided to put this on video and bring it to the podcast. And I am super excited to see where this goes. So like always, buckle up and brace for impact. Because today's episode is going to be so stinking good. Where are my chaotic people? Where are my people that thrive in chaos? Where are my homies at? Okay, I am not someone that uses 5,947 different highlighters or planners. I don't have any organizational things. In fact, the other day I was looking for a new cabinet. I have this really crazy thing happening over here in this corner that you probably can't see at all, thank goodness. But I wanted a new kind of filing cabinet. We have this awesome, cool setup in my office. And I told Jason, I was like, I'm going to look for something. And he was like, no. I'm going to look for something because my husband is so much more organized than I am. And the problem is I love thriving in chaos. Maybe you're like me, okay? You love thriving in chaos. I'm just saying, busy people get stuff done, okay? I could be feeding a kid while vacuuming the house, while cooking pasta, signing for a package at the door, all while texting someone at the same time, okay? I thrive in chaos. In fact, I do not like being rigid. I do not like being planned. I do not like being organized. I like my office feeling just me, like my life. It's just all over the place. And I seem to know where everything is and I get everything done. And so busy people get things done. But the problem is we can also just be busy. And sometimes busy feels like being productive. And those are not the same thing. So if you are like me or you know someone that is like me, make sure you pay the fee, share this with them, tag them in it, share it with it on your social media. And like I said, I'll always try to repost every time I see them. And but who in your life do you know that thrives in chaos and maybe needs to be a little bit more grounded? So I want to give you 3 tips, things that personally work for me, that I'm not perfect at. Listen, we're like little Tasmanian devils, okay? We kind of just do what we want. So just beep, beep, back it up. But these 3 things do work for me. And so I want to share them with you. First things first, it doesn't matter what capacity you are in, whether you are a CEO mom, you're a working mom, you're a part-time mom, you're a stay-at-home mom. It does not matter what kind of woman you are. You have the ability to implement these 3 things. So the first thing that I'm going to tell you, productivity hack for chaotic people, number 1, write it down. Eat the elephant first. We all know in our lives, whether that is our daily life, our work life, our health area of our life, whatever area of your life that you're struggling in, there's an elephant. There's that awkward thing in the room that you know you got to get done, right? Maybe for you, that's exercise. I'm not saying that's mine. I really do hate exercising, okay? But I know it's something that I need to do. So every day in October, I am going to commit to exercising. There's an app called 7M. No, I'm not sponsored by them. Maybe they should sponsor me. Shout out 7M. And you should get it. It's 7 minutes and it reaches all different areas of your body. But my point is, what's that elephant in your life? Is it exercising like me? Is it doing the laundry? Maybe in your business, it's marketing and messaging people. Maybe you have a social media business. It's putting yourself, it's getting uncomfortable. It's utilizing video in some form or fashion. What do you need to do? I think oftentimes, again, if you're anything like me, we try to avoid that because it doesn't quote unquote feel good. Where are all my feelers at? We cannot live our life based on our emotions, but we also know that we do. And so sometimes I tend to put the thing that I don't want to do last because I'd rather have fun and then work later. Unfortunately, that's not really going to get me the most productive. I know that I'm going to feel good whenever I do the work, okay? A lot of us struggle with confidence. We struggle with belief, but belief and confidence come after the work. The only time it comes before work is in the dictionary, my friend, okay? You need to do the work. You're going to get great results whenever you do the right work. And the right results are going to produce the confidence and belief. And then you rinse and repeat. And so what's that one thing on your to-do list, whether it's daily, whether it's weekly, whether it's monthly, you just need to get it out of the way. You just need to eat the elephant first. First thing in the morning, make sure you tackle that. Maybe it's a meeting with someone that is not coachable, that you don't enjoy spending time with, but you have an afternoon of meetings. You're either going to approach the day and you're going to try to delay the inevitable, and then you're stressing out each meeting. It's like building up anxiety on the inside of you because you know that meeting with quote unquote Betty is coming at 6 o'clock and you've done everything you can to avoid it. You try to run some meetings late, but you know you can't cancel it. And it's just going to be this like build up of pressure that's going to take hours and hours and hours. And it's just almost going to consume your entire day. Opposed to starting off your morning, go ahead and meeting with Betty, getting it out of the way and then shaking it off. What's that thing around the house that you just need to like eat the elephant? Maybe it's laundry. I'm like the worst at laundry. In fact, I got so bad at doing laundry a few years ago that Jason actually put signs above our washer and dryer that basically told me I'm not allowed to do the laundry unless I set a timer because I was going to forget about it for a few days. I'm not saying that I'm notorious for that. I'm just saying I'm no longer in charge of doing anyone else's laundry but my own because everybody else got frustrated with me. And if I get frustrated with me, nobody else cares. So, but what's that one thing that you don't like? Maybe it's scrubbing toilets. Maybe it's vacuuming. I don't know what it is around your house, but what's the one thing that you just need to get done and feel good about yourself, or just get it out of the way, reset your energy, reset your mindset, shake it off, do your 50 jumping jacks, and then continue on with your day. In your business, I know so many of you follow me that have, you're in entrepreneurship in some form or fashion. And so what's that one thing that you dislike? Is it marketing yourself? Is it getting on video like I stated? Is it messaging people? Is it, I don't even know, like writing down and journaling? Sometimes it's those little things like taking care of ourselves that we don't like doing because there's no instant gratification in that. And so we struggle doing that. Like I said, I struggle with exercising. I know your girl knows she needs to exercise, but I just struggle with it. How can you just eat the elephant first thing in the morning, get it out of the way, or whenever you choose to start your day, whether you start it first thing in the morning or around lunchtime, whatever, but whenever your day starts, let that task be the elephant. That way you no longer have to avoid it and you literally just get it out of the way. Number 2 that you need to write down is setting a timer. Now, I know it can kind of sound crazy to set a timer because as chaotic people, we don't like rules. We don't like boundaries. We're like a free bird. The problem with that is we can get easily distracted. 2 different ways. We can either overperform or underperform. Now, overperforming means we want to be intentional. We want to show up to our online business and we want to engage with people on social media, but 3.5 hours go by and somehow we're sucked into the interwebs and the black hole of TikTok, right? And so we're overperforming. We've got great intentions of going and interacting with people or going and messaging people or going and, progressing our profile, whatever we want to do online. And then we get sucked into social media. Social media is not a bad thing. Same thing could be said about TV, right? I don't think TV is bad at all. There's nothing wrong with watching TV, but there is something wrong with us just hanging out all day, binge watching Netflix when we know we could be productive, right? And so those things that you enjoy, maybe it is cleaning. Maybe you love cleaning. Well, it's really easy if you don't set a timer and kind of make it a game for you to get it out of control. Have you seen the video that went viral not too long ago where the mom was I don't remember where it started out, but she was like getting ready to do the dishes. And she was like, oh, I forgot the kid's bottle in his room. And then she goes to the room, she finds the bottle. And then she's like, oh, I never put the laundry away. And then she starts putting the laundry away there. And she's like, oh, I didn't fold the blanket downstairs, the baby's blanket. And so then she goes downstairs, goes to grab the baby's blanket. And she's like, oh, I never vacuumed the floor. And one task leads to another task leads to another task. And you really ultimately get nothing done. Have you ever done that? Have you ever experienced that? And so when you set a timer, this is something that I do, whether it's tasks that I like, whether it's tasks that I don't like, I'll set a timer. And what's really cool about it is I just try to beat the timer. I just try to make it a game. I'm almost positive I talked about that in the first episode. I was raised on Mario. I try to make a game out of everything because I know how I'm wired and I know how I'm designed. And a lot of us that are wired in a little bit more of a chaotic level, we tend to be more fun. We tend to be more break the rules, no boundaries. We don't like parameters, And so when you kind of psych yourself out and you set a timer, now you're able to take some of those tasks that you enjoy too much or some of the tasks that you avoid, and you're able to just put a little bit of parameters around it and you can make it fun. So for instance, I don't enjoy cleaning my bathroom, but if I just set a timer for 10 minutes, now it's a game to me. How fast and how much can I get done? And I'm going to feel super accomplished, and I'm not just going to lollygag. You know what I mean? We've all done that. We've all started cleaning our bathroom and then we get a text message, then we go sit on the bed, and the next thing you know, it's 42 minutes we've been laying on the bed and the toilet does not clean itself, right? Not yet, at least. I wish it did. So it's so important. If you just set a timer, you're going to be able to show up to things and have a little bit better boundaries on yourself. Whether that is you need to focus on your business, you need to focus on your health, you need to focus on your finances, you need to focus at being a mom. Maybe you need to set a timer and have that undivided attention with your children in the middle of the day and remember why you started the online business that you started, right? And so super important, setting timers has been so huge, even if I'm just getting ready in the morning. It could be so distracting. We've all done it. We've all gone to our closet and we've stared for 24 and a half minutes while we're like soaking wet in a towel, waiting for some new article of clothing to pop out. And we both know it's not popping out, but we just sit there and we just get dazed and lost in our thoughts. And so keeping yourself on track, remember, we're talking about being productive, not just being busy. Sometimes we wonder where our time has gone in the day. It's really us. It's really us. We like to lollygag. We like to have fun. We like to avoid things that require energy because we are already energetic people. And so setting a timer is definitely going to put those parameters around what you need, and they're going to help you be more productive. The last tip that I would have for you, and something that I've had to get super intentional with, even in the last few months, this year has been so crazy for me in one of the best ways possible. I feel like this has been as difficult as it's been one of my most favorite years possible. I feel there has been such a huge growth on the inside of me. I've just overcome these huge hurdles, and I'm really proud of myself. But I've been really intentional about this third point, and I've seen a lot of progress from it. So oftentimes, if you're a chaotic person like I am, we have these amazing ideas. We have these like really creative ideas, but they always come at the worst opportune time. Do you feel me, my friend? Like I will have the best ideas when I'm in the shower. I will have the best ideas when I'm driving, 85 down the highway. I will have the best ideas at midnight when I'm supposed to be off my phone. I've had to learn right there in the moment that I need to brain dump. Now, that's just what I call it, brain dump, okay? Because I think oftentimes, if you're anything like me, you have this amazing idea and you sit back and you just elaborate on it over and over and over, and you're like, it's impossible for me to forget this. It's impossible. I'm going to remember this. How many times have you thought that you're going to remember that amazing idea that's going to move your life forward, that's going to move your family forward, that's going to move your career, your faith forward, and you think you're going to remember it? And my friend, I'm here to tell you that you are not. You need to be intentional. And so whether that is you have a note section in your phone, shout out to my phone, or you just have a pad of paper and a pen, it doesn't have to be uber complicated. The phone I like because even on airplane mode, if you turn your phone on airplane mode at night or do not disturb, you can still use the note section. But being able to brain dump right there in the moment, it is better that you trust in writing it down than in a short-term memory. You know what I mean? And I can't tell you how many ideas have died in the sea of forgetfulness because I swore that I was going to remember, and I just didn't feel like writing it down, or I didn't feel like rolling over and typing it in my phone. And they died and I lost them and they never came back, or they came back and I forgot again. I don't even know. Or I implemented them and I forgot that I already thought of them and they came back, whatever. But you are going to set yourself up for more success if whenever you have that idea, especially as a chaotic person, we run like a million miles an hour. We have like 5,947 tabs open like all the time. Don't do that to yourself. Don't set yourself up with more pressure because we're constantly saying yes to so much already. We're constantly steamrolling ahead. We are that Tasmanian devil. just pause, write it down, because you would hate to lose that idea. And like I said, I've just learned the hard way. I've had to really discipline myself, because if I want to be productive, I need to be able to implement these amazing ideas. I mean, if I am praying over my life, if I believe that God has better for me, God has more for me, why would I not want to implement these divine thoughts that clearly I didn't come up with on my own? And as quick as they come, they quickly go, because I was not responsible with them. And so to avoid that heartache and to avoid that headache, I want to challenge you to write them down. Just take a second. Maybe if you're driving down the road, you can do voice recording. I've even done that sometimes to myself, or through text messaging or through Facebook Messenger. Do you know that you can text yourself? Did you know that you can send yourself a Facebook message? It is so simple to just do a 60-second voice memo through Facebook Messenger, and then I can type the title real quick. That way I know creative thought or next podcast, and then I can just talk myself audibly through it. That way, in the moment, I do not forget. I want to challenge you to do that. I'm telling you, these 3 things can absolutely help you if you thrive on chaos, if you're struggling with being productive. They're almost foolproof, super, super simple, right? Getting the worst thing out of the way, first thing up front, making sure you set a timer to keep you on track with doing the things you need to do, because being productive is so stinking important. And then just brain dumping, write it all down. Do not trust that short-term memory, girlfriend, because I'm telling you, it's not going to be good. So if you found any value, like I said, share this video. Feel free, even if you're watching it on YouTube, I need you to do me a favor. I would love the feedback of this. So take a screenshot, pause it, take a screenshot, and tag me on Facebook, tag me on Instagram. Let me know that you watched it. And we're so excited for you to be involved more. And so until next time, Mayfield out.